Welcome to Catholic Mom Talks. How many times do we have something in our life that we want really, really badly? Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's something that we desire, right? And it could even be a child. Maybe you've never been able to get pregnant. Or maybe you wanted that college education, or you wanted something really, really badly. Maybe that car or that whatever it is, right? And you prayed about it and you asked God, oh, please, Lord, I really, really want this. Okay, and you pray and you pray and you pray and pray and you don't get what you wanted, right? Well, there's something called divine providence. Okay, divine providence is God providing for you, right? And sometimes when you ask him something, you think he's not listening, right? But he is listening. It just might not be the answer we want to hear. And here's why, okay? Jesus can see the outcome, right? He can see in front of us. We can only see a very short distance in front of us, right? We only see maybe 2 feet, okay? He sees a lifetime in front of us. So if he doesn't give us something, it's because he wants what's the absolute best thing for us, okay? And even though we might think it's the best thing for us, right? It really may not be, okay? For example, if you travel down one road, okay, you may not be taken to certain people you're supposed to meet if you take another road. Okay, for example, maybe you want to get your degree. I had a friend of mine who had studied to be a lawyer, okay, and he was in school for I don't know how long, and he took the bar test, and he didn't pass it by I think it was like two questions or something, and he was devastated, right, devastated, and I think he tried several times, and he didn't pass it. And he was very discouraged with God because he had put all his effort and time into studying for this, right? This career that he thought he was supposed to have, right? But the Lord took him in another direction. He wanted something else from him, okay? And sometimes God does that, right? We have to abandon ourselves. We ask God for whatever it is we desire, right? And we pray. And we discern, and then we wait, right? But if the door doesn't open, right? And you're still standing at the door and you're pounding the door down saying, open this door, I want to go through this door, right? It may not be the safest door to go through, okay? It may not be the safest door to go through. I know my daughter wanted to marry this one man, and she wanted to marry him and kept trying to make things work, but it was not, I don't believe it was the will of God. It was not the will of God. This person turned out to be very abusive, right? So you have to wait, be patient, and listen, and let God take care of you. He wants what's absolutely the best thing for you. And I can guarantee you, if you surrender yourself over to God and your life to God and you live in God and you live in his graces, right? Every door that's supposed to open will open. Okay, every right door, every safe door. Okay, and the person that God intends you to be with, if you're not married and you want to be married, the Lord will send them to you. He has a plan, okay? He has a plan. And I heard this one priest told me, he was a really sweet old man, and I remember when I was a young girl, I was young, and he said, it is not too difficult for God to send the person he has chosen for you all the way across the world. Okay, so if you are intended to be married and that is your vocation, you have to trust God, right? Trust him. Pray, discern, and trust. It may not be in the timing you see, but it'll be in God's timing, right? Abandonment to divine providence. Trust your finances to the Lord. Trust your careers to the Lord. Trust your children to the Lord. Trust Jesus to everything in your life. Everything. Abandon it to divine providence. Pray and wait. And know that Jesus has surprises waiting for you. Thanks so much for listening. God bless everybody.